Hello everyone, I hope you are doing well today. Welcome back to Pacific Front channel. In the next decade, we will probably see South Korea become a member of aircraft carrier operators. The plan, which officially started in 2021, aims to provide the Rogue Navy with a light aircraft carrier by the start of 2030. They call it the CVX Program. So far, the conceptual design contract has been awarded. Two Korea's giant shipbuilders are competing for the tender, and Korea's Ministry of National Defense and the Republic of Korea Navy has been actively promoting the CVX program to the South Korean public. Will the Republic of Korea Navy be able to get this capability a decade from now? If yes, can an aircraft carrier, let alone a light aircraft carrier, meet Korea's future challenges? Let's discuss it in today's video. The CVX program evolved from the Landing Platform Experimental or LPX program, which produced the largest ship in the Rogue Navy, the dokdo-class. The preliminary plan, dubbed the LPX-2, envisioned an amphibious assault ship-like vessel that would also be capable of operating fighter aircraft. Later, the Republic of Korea Navy officially announced plans to acquire a full-fledged aircraft carrier, and the term CVX was introduced in February 2021. They hope the CVX will be ready for operations by 2033. The CVX is expected to cost 2.3 trillion won or $2 billion to construct and around 50 billion won or $45 million per year to maintain. It will have a length of 265 meter, width of 43 meter, and displacement of around 45,000 tons fully loaded. More or less similar in size to the French Charles de Gaulle aircraft carrier and America-class amphibious assault ship. The carrier will have two islands similar to the Queen Elizabeth class but lacks a ski jump and is capable of operating 16 F-35B and 8 helicopters. The carrier will also be equipped with AISA radar being designed by Hanwha, torpedo acoustic countermeasures from Lignex 1, Haegung surface-to-air missile system, and close-in weapon system for point defense. There are two South Korean shipbuilders competing for this program. The first one is Hyundai Heavy Industry in collaboration with UK's firm Babcock. After they won the conceptual design phase for the CVX program, they made a completely new and improved design. It will be 270 meter long and 60 meter wide and has an empty displacement of 30,000 tons. Like the previous design, it's capable of carrying 16 to 20 F-35B as well as helicopters. The ship features twin islands and two aircraft elevators on either side of the flight deck, a special flight deck at the stern area for VTOL UAV, and a mini whale deck for UUV and USV. Although it's not an operational requirement, the HHI design features a ski jump, but the representative of HHI told Naval News that they are ready to change the design if operational requirements change. The second participant is DSME in collaboration with Vincent Thierry. Their design is more conventional and has an empty displacement of 38,000 tons, a crew complement of 1,400 personnel, and maximum speed of 27 knots. It features twin islands and two aircraft elevators as well, but without a ski jump. The benefit of this is the Navy will be able to operate more aircraft and helicopters at the flight deck at the same time. Korea's Ministry of National Defense dreams that the CVX will be the flagship of the Rogue Navy and will be the centerpiece of its blue water fleet. They expect the ship to protect South Korea's line of communications, provide deterrence against the North, and contribute in humanitarian relief operations. The CVX is also a response to Korea's neighbors with a hope to deter both powers. Moreover, it will also serve as a landing helicopter dock, enhance South Korea's amphibious assault fleet, which consists of 2 dokdo-class and 8 LSTs. Some speculate that CVX will serve as a stepping stone for a larger carrier in the future. Lastly, supporters of the program claim that CVX will provide South Korea with a conventional second strike capability. They claim that Korean airfields are vulnerable to a first strike by North Korean forces. For them, the nightmare scenario is a barrage of missiles destroying the entire ROKA facilities before their fighters can even take off. By operating an aircraft carrier away from land, they can prevent this worst possibility. However, since the beginning, the CVX program has generated so much controversy from the Korean National Assembly, academia, and the publics as a waste of resources. The first group of critics doubted whether South Korea needed an aircraft carrier at all. The argument is that an aircraft carrier is overkill when it comes to dealing with the North, but not sufficient to counter South Korean neighbors. They claim that the threat of a strike on all South Korean airfields by the North is exaggerated, and a single aircraft carrier would not be enough to deter China or Japan, who have and are planning to build multiple aircraft carriers. Operating nuclear-powered attack submarines, on the other hand, would allow constant shadowing of North Korean ballistic missile submarines, as well as providing a strong undersea deterrent against aggression from other neighbors. The second group of critics recognize the utility of aircraft carriers but demand the procurement of one with the Kato bar design. They claim that the current STOFL design limits the CVX capabilities. The F-35B cannot carry the 2,000 pounds Jeddah munition internally due to its smaller internal weapons bay. This means the ship will not be able to target hardened North Korean bunkers and missile silos if conflicts breaks out. But despite these critics, Korea's Ministry of National Defense remains determined to carry on with the program. And the Navy had launched a fierce public relation campaign to convince the public and the National Assembly of the utility of the program. For now, this campaign seems to have been successful. The requested 7.2 billion won or $6.1 million funding for the program was approved in late 2021, and the Navy plans to proceed with the project as scheduled, beginning with the preliminary design phase. Now, let's answer the question. Can CVX meet Korea's future challenges? On a broader scope, I think it can. We discussed it before in my video about aircraft carriers. As the most valuable sea-based asset, it offers an incomparable military instrument to project tactical air power over long distances, including air interdiction, anti-surface warfare, offensive and defensive counter-air, and much more. And because aircraft carriers can have everything needed to operate internally, from food to fuel, from ordnance to supplies, it can provide the owner with an alternative striking capability in case the land-based airfields are destroyed in the early phase of attack, either from conventional or nuclear ones. Even though the possibility of North Korea destroying the entire ROCA facilities is slim, it's never zero, and an aircraft carrier can give an extra assurance to avoid that. Second, I think we can agree that Japan is not a threat like the critics were saying. And during its operation, I bet South Korean carrier will train and sail together with carriers from Japan and the US. So, even though it's considered a light aircraft carrier, South Korea, together with its allies, still can counter China's dominance in the Yellow Sea, Japan Sea, and the East China Sea. More than that, it can strengthen the collective defense between the three nations. I know that having an aircraft carrier is expensive, but in the long term, I believe the benefit will outweigh the expenses. With the advancement of technology to design, build, and operate an aircraft carrier, and thanks to the existence of F-35B, having aircraft carriers, especially the STOFL one, are more affordable and reachable today. That's it for today. South Korea's ambition to have an aircraft carrier. Question for you. Which aircraft carrier design will you choose? The HHI or the SME ones? Let me know in the comment section below. Thank you for watching everyone, and I will see you next time.